When you look at the Art Chaos roster, you could easily believe that they are the best team in the PSP. This is the first time that we will see them in the United States, but they have been dominating in Europe for the past few years. Their starting line is a list of some of the best Russian players ever and some of the best players in the game, period. Konstantin Fedorov, Sergei Sonaiskov, and Mishka Kiesnev helped Houston Heat win 4 events in the past 2 seasons. Art Chaos will also have the 2012 Top Gun Award winner Alexander Bernikov on their starting line as well, who has finally made the decision to leave Moscow Red Legion. Those 4 players alone will be tough to beat on any layout, and the rest of their team is stacked with talent. Art Chaos could be the best team in the PSP this season, but they will have to earn that title the hard way, because first they need to make it out of the Challengers Division before getting a crack at the 10 best teams in the PSP. Moscow Red Legion is the most successful PSP team in the past 10 years. No one has won more PSP events than Legion since 2004, but 2013 saw the team unsuccessful in its quest to rebuild the franchise into a winning squad. They bounced back and forth between the Champions and Challengers divisions throughout the year, and they had their worst tournament this season at the World Cup. They didn't win a single game. Though they have few players left from their heyday, they do have a group of younger, inexperienced talents who have been trained in their system. But since it will take a while for them to be ready to play against the best teams in the world, they made a bold move securing the starting line of the Tauntauns, who will be playing the whole PSP season with Red Legion. The Tauntauns had mixed results last season, but they are top-notch players who have found success before. How this new mix of Russian and French players will do under the Red Legion system remains to be seen, but with this lineup, they have a very good chance of fighting into the Champions League.
All right, highly anticipated match coming at you here, the 2014 PSP Dallas Open. I'm Matty Marshall with Chris Lasoya and Todd Martinez. So the way things work here at the top level, the professional division and the PSP of the Champions division, and then you have the Challengers division. The top 10 teams at any given time in the world are in the Champions division. However, the Challengers division is stacked up with up-and-coming professional teams. Now, the 2 teams we're about to watch play here in just a few moments is Moscow Red Legion and Art Chaos. Interesting story with these 2 teams. Moscow Red Legion did not have a good season last year, and they bounced back and forth between the champs and the Challengers division. They actually did not win a match at World Cup, thus assuring that they would then play in the Challengers division here at the Dallas Open. Now, Art Chaos, new team here in the PSP Challengers division, but everyone is expecting them to very quickly make their way to the Champions Division and then probably stay there for a while and perhaps be one of the most dominant teams that we've seen in a long time. The reason why that's the case is because they have 4 of the best players, not just the best Russian players, but 4 of the best players ever to play the game. And you hear us say that a lot because, of course, we're watching the best players on planet Earth because that's what the PSP is all about. But with Art Chaos, they have Konstantin Fedorov, Sergei Solnaiskov, Alexander Bernikov, and Mishka Kiesnev. Those 4 guys basically defined Moscow Red Legion, the team that they're about to play. They came up in that franchise before they went to go play with Houston Heat. Bernikov did not. He stayed with Moscow Red Legion all the way until this season. So those 4 guys and the rest of the boys from Art Chaos, which are also really great, and they have some other standout players like Axel Godin, Clint Moore. The team is stacked. Art Chaos definitely one of the favorites, and not only to win events, but potentially the championship. But they first have to get through and get past and get into the Champions Division from the Challengers Division. Boys, what do you think about this matchup?
Well, I really can't wait to see it because Moscow Red Legion, you know, when we saw that first Red Legion Heat matchup a couple years ago, that was a really exciting game. And then, you know, like you said, a lot of the guys, some of the other guys, too, that were on Moscow Red Legion last year, Lukashuk, you know, those guys were starting to get really good. So Art Chaos, like you said, they're just a stacked team. But Moscow did pick up some good players. You know, they picked up a lot of the Tauntauns. They had some players that were about to start blooming at the end of last year in Kevin Kulm. So, I mean, it should be a fun game to watch. You know, rivalries are always crazy. So,
well, and also the players that Moscow picked up to kind of bolster their roster as they're bringing up these young guys in their camp are some of the best players in Europe from the Tauntauns. So they basically have, you know, some of the starting members from the Toulouse Tauntauns who played here last year and had some controversy with them towards the end of the season. But regardless, they have played at the highest level in Europe against Art Chaos before. So you want to talk about it, guys that aren't going to be scared of Art Chaos. And then you're looking at them right there. It's Colombo, Chambon.
You know, we called their number a lot. You mentioned from the Tauntauns.
Yeah,
amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, and I loved watching them play. And, you know, they didn't have a great day yesterday. They went 0-2. But that being said, you know, when you're just talking, I mean, this is a long season, 5 events. And I think that was an awesome move from the Moscow Red Legion camp to go after some of the best players in Europe. They just happened to be, you know, from the Tauntauns, and they're like, oh, hey, you guys aren't playing in the PSP this year? Well, how about you come and start for us? And so I think that's an awesome move. I think, and also from what I talked to Alexander Pizon, and he had said that they had 2 lines. They had a Russian line and a French line. So we will see. You know, that's why we play the game. But, you know, I just, those guys aren't going to be scared of the superstars that are on Art Chaos because they've beaten them in Europe before.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's been scared of anybody. I mean, these guys are going head-to-head. They play a lot overseas right now, and they've all played together at one time or another. So if you look back at it, on paper, these guys should know what both each other are going to do. However, I think that there's a rivalry going on, like Todd had mentioned, and I'm looking for a total bloodbath with this game. And I'm looking forward to some animosity, some putting. I really want to see a really close, good game. That's what I really want to see.
Yeah, something else that we always talked about for a long time was the Moscow Red Legion coaching staff. If anybody knows how Fedorov, Mishka, and Bierdnikov play, it's going to be the Red Legion coaching staff. So we'll see if that plays a factor in setting up for tendencies that you know, the major Russians, you know, on Art Chaos, you know, are prone to do. So, you know, it's going to be an exciting game to watch. There you see Axel Godin. He played for Moscow Red Legion as well.
And he's French too, so that's another interesting thing. And there's a lot of interesting stories in this game. This is actually one of the games I wanted to see the most this entire weekend. One, I wanted to see, hey, you know, okay, Art Chaos is coming into the PSP. Well, what are they going to look like? Probably going to look really good. There's Mishka right there. And but yeah, they have you know, they have arguably one of the most stacked lineups in the game. But it's going to come down to execution. And but the scary thing about Art Chaos is, yeah, their starting 5 is ridiculous, but they also have awesome subs too.
Yeah, like Lukashuk right there, Zakharov, Karslev,
Pantaliev.
You know, all these dudes completely. Yeah, Pantaliev, he's nasty. I mean, top to bottom, you know, just a stacked roster, and you know, I'm really glad that everybody's going to get a chance to see this here in Dallas. Watch Art Chaos play for the first time. So.
Yeah, you know, and Moscow, again, Moscow Red Legion is they've won more PSP professional tournaments than any other team in the past 10 years. They've won 10 tournaments in the past 10 years.
That's still a lot. It's very impressive. You know, they have
even Dynasty hasn't won that many PSP tournaments.
No, I mean, they had a huge and powerful program. Now, it was stemmed from a lot of coaching, so let's see where that goes from here. Are they struggling a little bit here right now? Absolutely. But what are the coaches going to do to adjust for that? When you go 0-2, I guarantee the coaches last night sat them in a room for 4 to 5 hours, maybe 6. They probably didn't get any sleep. You know.
I hope they did get some sleep. They're going to need it.
But with that said, the coaching staff knows how to fix the problems that they have. And like Todd had said before, with all the guys that are on Art Chaos, they're very well coachable and coaching their team to victory over that team because they know so much about the 4 core players.
Yeah, and you know, the big question with Art Chaos is, are they going to be that new and have longevity as a powerhouse team? They absolutely have all the tools that they need in order to make that happen, as these two teams are spilling onto the field right now. But this is a grudge match. Make no joke about it. We're about to watch a grudge match between the most storied franchise ever to come out of Russia against the potentially the new Mighty Bear. I don't know. We'll see. Because the Tauntauns that they picked up, they have played against Art Chaos before in Europe, like I said before, and won tournaments against them. They're not going to be scared. So I can't wait to see what happens in this match. About 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. You're looking at, here's Moscow, Red Legion.
P-Zone, he played really well for the Tauntauns last year. Chambon. These guys know how to play, bring it in tight.
You know, if you look at it, it's like Axel Godin playing on Art Chaos against Chambon and P-Zone. They're all played with each other. So it's like me playing against Todd or Maddie. It's no different than us playing against each other in the States than them playing each other over there. So
another way to look at this too, guys, is that this is a giant opportunity for Moscow Red Legion. Every day is a new day. Every point, new point. So you have a chance to go out there and prove yourself every single day that you play the tournament. And though Moscow did not have a good day yesterday as they went 0-2, they have an opportunity here to come and play this highly touted Art Chaos that everyone expects to not only make it to smash people in the Challengers division, which they did yesterday, and easily make their way into the Champions division, but then start, again, a lot of people are saying, okay, Art Chaos is going to reign. Well, they got to get through Moscow Red Legion first. They have to get through the Challengers division first. So it all starts here. And this is about to go down here, minute and 33 seconds to go. Also after this, we have another Challengers League game between Seattle Thunder, and they have some new pickups too. Matt Chim, a longtime veteran professional player, has come into the Thunder camp and brought some of his boys from Notorious. And then also VCK, who had a great day yesterday. They went 2-0 yesterday, VCK. Texas team as well. And then after that, we're going to head into the afternoon bracket for the Champions Division with Los Angeles Infamous taking on Texas Storm. Infamous went 2-0 yesterday. Texas Storm 0-2. So big game for Texas Storm to try to avoid having to play relegation matches tomorrow. And then Damage is going to take on X Factor. Damage went 1-1. They lost to Infamous, and Infamous came from behind and beat them yesterday afternoon. And then they playing X Factor, the defending World Cup champions. And then Edmonton Impact will play Texas Storm after that. So we got a full complement of awesome games coming at you this afternoon. About 35 seconds to go.
There he is, the man right there, number 88, Konstantin Fedorov. You know, consummate champion with Bjernikov.
Yep.
Zakharov.
Yeah.
Solnishkov, 23. Coming out for Red Legion. You got Smotrov, Yanishevsky, Golev. Alexei Bjernikov.
Is that So here we go on the breakout. So here we go, breakout for Art Chaos as they go hard in the center, but Moscow Red Legion beats them into the snake. And a strong complement of players for Moscow Red Legion. 3 players over here on the snake side of the field for them, though they do lose. I think that was Golev in the center, so Golev walking off early here. 2 players dead for Moscow Red Legion.
Solnishkov walking off for Art Chaos right now. Fedorov also gets shot in the snake. Moscow Red Legion in control of the snake, 50 right now. Shooting across the field. Looks like Bjernikov took a bouncer in the snake side temple. Bjernikov running the highway right now. Looking to come in, get a shot, gets a clean shot, bunkers out the snake, and finishes off the last player in the corner for Moscow Red Legion. So a lot of bodies drop off right there for Art Chaos, but they had the advantage on the break, and then were able to capitalize on it, close out that game, go up 1-0.
Bjernikov playing amazing. That was a great move down the highway, clean up the last 2.
Well, and it was looking pretty good for a second for Moscow. They did lose their whole D side of the field, but Art Chaos was starting to drop bodies. But then Bjernikov was like, no, that's not going to happen. Let's check out the replay here. So there's Moscow Red Legion. Here comes Malloy making that move. What an awesome shot on the run. And then immediately starts gunning up towards that back corner bunker on the snake side of the field. So first point goes to Art Chaos. This game brought to you by Contract Killer. They make awesome gun designs for a lot of different markers. Tons of cool playing gear. Also, they're heavy in the MMA game, so if you guys are fans of fighting, Contract Killer, been in the sport for a long time, huge supporter of paintball. Big shout out to Contract Killer.
Great guys too as well. I mean, they're super nice guys. You know, with that setup, the IPPL commercials as well make me laugh. Those guys are amazing, amazing guys as well. They're so nice and so fun.
Absolutely. And then looking at the stats for Alexander Bjernikov, 25. God, he's only 25 years old.
Really?
I don't buy that.
He's been playing for like 25 years.
Liar. Yeah, so man,
is that a Lasoya 25?
He's on my age plan.
Yeah. That's how Chris is going to be. I think it's your 10th time turning 29.
It's an anniversary now. It's no more birthdays. It's only anniversaries.
So look, there he is right there, the man. He's the 2012 Top Gun winner, Alexander Bjernikov. I have no idea what they're saying.
I was going to say, read the subtitles. But a stellar player, man.
Yeah, well, that's the tough thing about Art Chaos's roster right now. I mean, they have, you look at their starting 5, and then, but not only that, the depth of the roster is what's really scary. So here we go. Looks like 3 going towards the D side for Moscow Red Legion. They send 2 towards the snake side. You're looking at the 3 players on that D side. They hold up, then immediately go to D1. It looks like Art Chaos losing 1 body, and also Moscow Red Legion losing a body over here on the snake side of the field. Luke Shuk is able to get to snake 2. for Art Chaos, and here comes Moscow Red Legion crawling past Snake 2. He's going to get right in there and stop. Look in the center. Oh, major penalty on Moscow Red Legion. This is going to open the door for Pavlyushuk.
The red bird of death has struck Moscow Red Legion. Texas, Cardinal, New State Bird.
So you got Axel Godin in that inset Dorito. Looks like he's in a one-on-one right now with Voulou. So 2 French players and
what a
Axel
shot.
Godin gonna get the shot in on Voulou.
So yeah, Loic.
Axel doesn't know that they have a major, so he goes walking towards the flag and then gets yelled at in Russian.
I'm assuming
French.
he's saying run.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Axel's going to hang that flag up, and you know, we get to see Axel play for the past couple seasons, and he's looked good, man. He's very talented, small, fast guy, very hungry for greatness. And as he runs off the field, that's now 2 points for Art Chaos here in this race to 7. We'll be right back after this. So here we go, score 2-0 between this matchup between the 2 powerhouse Russian teams in the Challengers division. And Moscow Red Legion is going to have to dig deep here. They got a major penalty. Looks like Kevin Klum, one of the French players, will spend some time in the box here. And was it Colombo that got that penalty?
Colombo, Fabrice Colombo.
He was at Dorito 1 over there and got clipped and continued to play on. Of course, as you guys know at home, when you get a red flag for continuing to play on, it is a major penalty, which is 2 minutes. With that major penalty, if you win, lose, or draw that game, regardless, you are going to spend time in the box and you have the remainder of the penalty out. So I'm very unfortunate right now, especially playing against a team like Art Chaos.
Yeah, so Art Chaos going to try to run this score up because, again, don't make any mistake about this. This is a grudge match between these 2 teams. Neither of these teams wants to drop this loss here. Particularly, you know, Art Chaos formed a couple seasons ago and has been doing an amazing job, but they took a bunch of Moscow Red Legion's best players that have been on that team and basically defined that team for the past 10 years. So they're trying to assert their dominance now in the pro paintball world. Here we go. Looking at Moscow Red Legion, 4 players on the field for them, 1 in the box, 5 players starting for Art Chaos. And it looks like Art Chaos, Malloy almost got shot, Bernikoff almost got shot, but he got bounced. And now he's running up the center of the field. 2 players dropping now for Moscow. Those off the break shots were down and on for Art Chaos.
Another quick point right there. That was a quick point.
Yeah, that one extra body. I mean, we've seen this so many times when these 3 Russians were playing against, or playing on Houston Heat, playing on Moscow Red Legion. If you give them that extra body, then, you know, it's just one guy's going to have freedom to go somewhere. You know, you saw Sergei Solnyshkov come out. They laced up the guy going out to the Dorito side corner, and then he was just from that temple to the Dorito, to the next Dorito, to the next Dorito. There was just nothing stopping him. You know, in the same sense, you know, they're also really good at playing down 4-on-5. So, you know, very talented team, and that's a perfect example right there of what these guys are capable of.
Man, I just like how Malloy's rocking that frontwards cap.
The trucker hat.
Throwing it back.
Yeah, it started to rain just a little bit over here. Hasn't really come down yet, just a little bit of sprinkles.
And let's all pray collectively to the weather gods to spare us the deluge. And here we go on the replay. There's Alexander, Malloy, Bernikoff going up in the center. Looks like that's Sergey going up on the D side. So Sergey past the 50-yard line there, top side of your screen. And but the story at that point was the fact that Moscow started with 4 and then lost 2 bodies real fast. Weren't able to get any. So they did bounce Malloy though. So now
Moscow Red Legion.
Yeah, the best players from France are going to have to step it up here. They are down 3, that dreaded 3-point spread. Not the situation that they wanted for themselves here to start out this match.
You know, I'm sure you guys can hear in the background somebody screaming in Russian. I found out who it was. I seen our boy Pantaleev down there on the sidelines, just down there, yelling and screaming, coaching for these guys. So.
Yeah, so no, you can't coach from the stands, but not from the sidelines. So here we go. Let's check in with Lauren, 4th member of our broadcast team, down in the pits.
Hey there, I'm down here with Konstantin Fedorov. Now, you guys have just been killing all the teams in the Challengers bracket. Coming into the tournament, were you nervous at all, or you knew you would pretty much have this in the bag?
But, you know, you're excited before first event all the time. Probably, yes, a little bit, because we have like 2 more young players. They play on the snake, they play real well, and we just keep them playing. And right now we just focus on our game. We have a practice with Houston Heat, and right now we just do our job, you know, like always. So I want to back in the pro division and like show everyone that we can play here. That's it.
All right, well, you probably will be bumping up to the champions bracket. Who do you think will be your toughest competition?
Really? I don't know, because first time in Challenge I played. It's hard to say, you know. We'll see.
All right, he's got to get back out there, but we'll see if the Russians can get a point on the board.
Well, in the short time that we went down to Lauren and Fedorov, some more awesome paintball was played by Art Chaos, and they ended up scoring another quick point here to make it 4-0.
Yeah, what a quick point right there. Those guys, he couldn't even finish his interview, and it was over. I mean, granted, there was that major penalty still in the box, so they're up already a potty, and they got 2 quick G's in the break and got down the field super quick. So I'm impressed at how quick they're moving down the field, taking advantage of the situations.
Yeah, there's Pavel Lukashuk on your screen right there, 24 years old, 6-footer. You know, got a couple years experience here in the pro division, and that guy keeps getting better and better as well. You know, an exciting guy to watch. I'm glad that he went over with Art Chaos.
Yeah, so we'll be right back. Let's see if Moscow Red Legion can get back in this match. See you in a second. Moscow Red Legion still with a player in the box, starting with 4 bodies, trying to get out wide and spread the field. Try to suck that time off. 21 seconds left on that penalty. Now moving out towards the snake side, rolling their guns as Art Chaos gets to the 50-yard line. Snake, Moscow's gonna have to tighten it up on that D side. Nope, not able to do it. And it looks like that is Kesnev. Is that, who is that? Is Zakharov? I think that's Zakharov. No, it's Karslev. So that's one of those new Art Chaos players that Fedorov was talking about, but then he catches one. So no one in the snake for either team. And here comes Moscow Red Legion diving in to snake 2.
Yeah, so Nyshkov gets clipped going into Dorito 2 as Somatrov makes a big move into the snake, then gets into the 50 snake, and now he's going to go hunting. Fedorov does not know he's there. Biernikov's in the corner. And here comes Biernikov, gonna trade out with, oh, and gonna get a major penalty. Man, Smotrov made that move, came across onto Arkhaus' side of the field. Biernikov heard the call, took off right away, bucking him out, and drew another major penalty. So,
man, I love watching Biernikov play. He's just a monster out there.
Oh, nice shot across the field. Bernetikov shooting the guy in the head, the 50 Dorito, Matty. That was an amazing shot.
So accurate all the way across the field. He just comes out for one quick snapshot, blows the dude out, and then now there's one guy left in the back corner bunker, and he's just going to run him down. I think it's a one-on-one, but Bernikov, little do-si-do around the corner, and they're still doing it. Around and around they go. Nobody knows, and it looks like they might have traded out, and the crowd starts applauding for that awesome performance by Bernikov. It looks like they traded out, so no point for either team, but hey, chalk up a 3-pack for Malloy.
Yeah, that was amazing to watch. I can't wait to see the replay on that. I hope we actually got it. But Bernikov, not knowing he was the last player alive, got a 3-pack for that game, I think, minimum.
I don't think he cared that he was the last player left alive. He's like, I'm just going to have fun out here. It looked fun. Here we go. And there he is, Malloy, the 2012 Top Gun. Used to play for this team, Moscow Red Legion. He's begging the ref for the penalty there. Ref's like, yeah, you know what? I think that was a major. Bam, major happens. And he wipes him off. That decimates the rest of the team over there, leaving just everyone left alive on the D side. But then Malloy shot out that 50 Dorito, and then here he comes. Alexander Bernikov able to take him out. Watch them go round and round. But that's how you do it, both right-handed, and you just keep increasing the angle. And you keep increasing the angle until the other guy stops or until somebody gets shot. And then they finally are able to trade out right there. And look at Malloy is just staring him down like, yeah, you're walking off. You don't get a point. Score's still 4-0, and I shot 2 of your boys too. So you're gonna have to pick it up, Moscow Red Legion.
Yeah, no, I mean that was one of the best. That was the funniest play I've seen all weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but you know, don't count these guys out yet. Moscow Red Legion has the potential to come back, you know, and win this game. Again,
yeah, because the guys, yeah, look, everyone out there, it is Moscow Red Legion, but they went out and secured the services of the best players from France, the starters for the Tauntauns, and but they're not getting it done right now. But it's possible. Again, every point is a new point. There's almost 15 minutes left.
Yeah, getting 2 majors doesn't really help either.
No,
you know, Moscow Red Legion playing against a potentially great team here in Art Chaos, bunch of great players. You know, we'll see if they become a great team. But, I mean, 2 majors is tough, you know, no matter who you are, no matter who you're playing against. You know, really got to stay out of the box over here. So, I mean, there's still a full minute 18 on that second major they just got. So still playing with 4 bodies. Moscow Red Legion breaks out hard to the Dorito side, shooting across to the Snake side, seeing the gap coming up the middle. Art Chaos, Clint Moore, the English player, as 1 body drops. Looks like a second one might be coming very shortly. Nope, managed to stay alive, but 50 Snake is hot. Art Chaos all across the board, cutting down another body for Moscow Red Legion. Just 2 players left alive for Red Legion as Mishka starts attacking the Dorito side of the X. And just non-stop paintballs flying everywhere. Art Chaos just does not come off their triggers at all. They shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot, and guys are moving and shooting. Just, that is the way that you apply pressure when you have a power play.
Absolutely. And the thing about Art Chaos, and they did it on Heat too, is they exert that pressure. You shoot your gun a lot, but you don't just shoot your gun. You shoot your gun with a purpose, and that's what they were able to do. Again, this game brought to you by Contract Killer. If you want some sick gun designs, hit them up. Also have awesome playing gear. And if you're in the MMA game, got a lot of awesome stuff on that side of the ball as well. So we'll be right back after this. It's been all Art Chaos as they finish that point. 5 alive. We'll be right back.
Ever wonder why you feel so great after purchasing from BuyPBL.com? We stock and test only the best to be sold directly to you. And once our team of experts deems that your order is complete, it gets the stamp. Once your order is packed, our team of shippers will get you your goods fast. Ooh, yeah. Never have a bad shopping experience again. Shop at BuyPBL.com. Feel free, alive, and incredibly rich.
BuyPBL looks like a fun place to work.
Yeah, you know what? I used to live in Montreal, and I used to hang out with those guys. Amazing. It's just, I'd go there. I didn't even work there. I'd just go there to kind of throw boxes around just to hang out because they have such a great staff, and they're just all around great people. So you guys definitely have to check out BuyPPL.com. If you're in the Montreal area, stop by. I mean, even to say hi.
But don't just run in the sales office and start shooting people either.
Unless you're wearing a bear costume.
Yeah, of course.
So here we go, 14 minutes to play. And here comes Art Chaos on the left-hand side of your, I'm sorry, right-hand side of your screen in the purple jerseys. Oh, Bernikov walking off early. And here comes Moscow pushing up the center, but they get chewed up. And it looks like now Konstantin Fedorov going to streak down the field. And here comes Fedorov, and he starts a run. Gets one, and he gets the last player as well.
Oh, there's one more left on the other side of the field still.
Oh, yeah, D1.
What a move by Fedorov there, right, though.
And then he comes out of the box now. So now it's 2-on-2, or 2-on-3, I apologize, in favor of Art Chaos.
Art Chaos. They got Sergey over there in the Dorito too. They have the Dorito side corner and now the 50 Snake. Red Legion player able to jump out from that Snake side temple into the Snake side corner, give himself a little bit of space.
Nice
but
shot.
He gets shot by Karsliev.
That was an amazing shot. Lord.
And he gets the other one cross field. So that's going to do it for Moscow Red Legion. Just, they don't have enough for Art Chaos right now. They just have not looked good. Penalties and getting beat to the punch. So as that flag is about to be hanged, score about to be 6-0. We'll be right back after this.
Oh, get out, sucker! Bye, sucker! Night, night! Get out, sucker! Bye, sucker! Night, night!
'14 PSP Dallas Open here at Cousins Paintball Park in Dallas, Texas. Go to cousinspaintball.com. And this game has been all Art Chaos so far. I really thought we'd see a better matchup with the Tauntauns coming over to play for Moscow Red Legion, as the Tauntauns have, battled against Art Chaos in Europe and done well against them before they prevailed, and not able to do it today though. And the curtain is starting to close on Moscow Red Legion's tournament, as I think this is going to take them to 0-3. So not the performance that they were expecting to get this season.
No, I mean, they've pretty much played every point here with 4 players except for the first one. But Art Chaos continues to just chop people up on the break. They get one, second one diving into the Snake, but they lose 2 bodies as well. 2 bodies over here on the Snake side for Art Chaos. Ooh, nice little dodge on that paintball coming into the Snake by number 89. Art Chaos with 1 body over on the Dorito side. Red Legion with 2 bodies. It's a 3-on-3 situation right now, as Art Chaos in control of the 50 Snake, trying to get a shot in on that temple in the middle of the field. Red Legion also in Dorito 2, probing for kills. When you're that one guy on the side with 2 guys in front of you, you just got to stay alive. The situation on the Dorito side for Art Chaos and the Snake side for Red Legion.
Well, Art Chaos, they have really good field position, and they up a ton of points. There's still a ton of time left, so Moscow Red Legion is really going to have to make something happen on that D side. There's some openings there. They got to be careful, though, as the thorn in their side right now is Art Chaos's player here in the Snake, and that's Pavel Lukashuk.
And here comes Red Legion out of that corner. That I think that's P-Zone. P-Zone comes out of the Snake corner and into the mini race behind the Snake. But he also gets picked up by Lukashuk. Actually, I think that's Roman Lazarev.
Yeah,
now
so
playing in that Snake too.
Art Chaos just watching the zones, rolling their guns, not trying to do too much. They have 4 bodies against Moscow Red Legion's 3, so that's the problem for Moscow. Really, it's their front player on the D side right now, I think that's Pizon. Is that Sushi?
That is.
Yeah, on the D side, he's in D3, and he's right by the 50-yard line. But because Art Chaos has a player in the snake, there's really not a lot the guys over here can do. He also has a back player behind him, but I think Pizon might be able to. He has to. They have no choice. I mean, they have 10 minutes left. They're down by 6 points, so it's going to take a miracle for them to walk away from this game victorious, and it's not going to help Moscow Red Legion as they lose a player here, snake side, and that was, so it was Pizon over here on the snake side, and so Pizon just got shot out of the insert bunker on the snake side, but I think Loic Voulot was able to make it out wide. He did, so now he's just trying to stop the onslaught coming at him, and also, yeah, it's just Loic Voulot. Kevin Klum got shot over there on the D side, so this is going to do it, man. And so
Lukashuk gives out a loud scream of joy. They were pretty happy to beat Red Legion 7-0 out here.
Well, he used to play for that team too. So again, this was a grudge match, and though it didn't look like much, we definitely didn't have any sort of game out here. It is our second blowout of the tournament. Haven't seen a lot of those, as we've seen some hotly and highly contested matches. Impact got decimated by X Factor yesterday afternoon, 7-0, and so this is our second shutout here as Art Chaos just absolutely and completely dominates Moscow Red Legion. So Moscow Red Legion is going to have to come with some more fire here into the PSP if they want to contend with these top teams.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great game across the board. Art Chaos looking pretty much flawless against Moscow Red Legion. I'm sure that makes a few people happy. On the flip side, I think Moscow Red Legion, like you said, has a little bit of work to do. Go back to the drawing board, kind of figure out what they need to do, and also come out swinging next tournament.
Well, Red Legion is now 0-3 at this event. They got one more game. So, got another game coming up here right now. Thunder taking on VCK. We've seen Thunder in the Champions Division before. Picked up some new players. We're going to see how those players perform. Picked up some old players, too. Map Chim, got him back on the squad. He played with Corey Field on Naughty Dogs for several years, so kind of get some familiar faces around there. But, Map Chim also brought some of the kids that he used to coach up in the Seattle area from Team Notorious. And then VCK, new into the Challengers division. They had won a couple events last year in the divisional, I think a first and a second maybe, in the divisional play last year. So VCK hoping to start their pro career off pretty well out here, trying to get some wins.
No, I like the fact they're stepped up. Love the fact they're stepping up. Anybody anytime can step up. You just got to take the steps like VCK did it perfect, in my opinion.
And that's the cool thing. And right now we're seeing, the top teams and players out here in the PSP and the Champs and Challengers divisions, but there's multiple divisions here for all levels of play. So, all you need to do is get, 5, 6, 7 of your boys together, and you can come out and play the events depending on what level that you're at. And that's what it's all about, just having a good time, seeing how far you can take the paintball adventure, and it's well worth it and such a great time regardless. So yeah, hats off here to Art Chaos as they defeat and dominate Moscow Red Legion. And next up, we're going to see VCK, Texas team here. Texas is a hotbed of paintball past couple seasons, and Texan teams did awesome last year. So is it going to be VCK or is it going to be Seattle Thunder? We're going to find out in just a little bit. Stick around.
I have Clint Moore here on the sidelines from Art Chaos. You guys are just killing everyone in the Challengers division. You've lost 1 point this entire weekend. How do you prepare coming into tournaments because you perform at such a high level?
But this is a full-time job for most of the teams, so that, they train 5 days a week, and then before PSP event we come over a week before. We trained with Houston Heat down in Houston, which was fantastic for us. So we put our final touches the week before the event, and then we come here and hope they all work.
Well, they are working. As I told Constantine, everyone is expecting you to bump up. But what do you think? Do you think you'll come into the champions bracket and just dominate all the teams?
No, all the teams in the champions bracket, they're world-class teams. So for a team to come into the division and just stump it all is unseen of. So we'll take every game as it comes, and then we'll see what we can do.
All right, well, congratulations. You guys are undefeated so far. They have one more match against VCK. I'm sure that'll go well, but I'll bring you guys updates. Next up is Thunder versus VCK, so stay tuned.
All right, you guys need to talk. You guys need to realize where the pressure is. Tell the other person where the pressure's coming, okay? If you're not the guy getting double teamed, then you're the guy that needs to be figuring out how to help the double team, okay? If you're the guy getting double teamed, you always have to make sure that people are respecting your attack, okay? If you got a guy shooting at you and the inside guy is holding you, okay, the inside guy's got to realize that, and you have to relay that to your inside guy, okay? Two-man game. We have to fucking talk. Okay, work together, shoot people on the break. This is Riverside, okay? This is Riverside layout. All right, we had our worst tournament ever over here, okay? It's about shooting guys on the break, communicating, and making smart fills. Get in here. We come out here, we're gonna have practice against these guys. Let's go hard, okay? Oh, yeah. All right, let's have a good one, all right? Team on three, 1, 2, 3, team!
10 degrees is kind of saying it politely. It's gotten down to -20 with the wind chill. So it's definitely been hard. Last weekend we got to play Tampa. It was pretty much the first. We got together and played like some fun days in like the woods or like our little hyperball fields at home. But it was the first time we got to play actual race to 7 on a 7 field since World Cup pretty much. So we thought it was a really great opportunity. We got to go to Florida and play Damage, which I think is one of the best pro teams out there right now.
Guaranteed.
So it's, even though it was kind of rough at first because, we were kind of getting the rust off playing Damage since we haven't played X-Ball since World Cup. It was pretty hard, but now we get to come out here this weekend and possibly next weekend. So it's always kind of been like that hump for us at the beginning of the year. It's like that first event, like we always kind of do poorly on because it's been -20 and snowing and we've never got to really practice. And now looking at this year, we're going to get to practice in sunny weather against really good pro teams, maybe possibly 5 times. So it's going to really benefit us. When you're in pro, anybody can gunfight, anybody can make big moves and everything. It's all about communication. And like I said, Todd's been helping us out with that a lot. When we do it good, he says a good job. When we do it bad, he definitely lets us know what can be done differently. And I like it even when we do our winning points and we think we're doing well, he'll still focus on those little things that went wrong in those games that we even won. So he's definitely helping us out a lot with that.
Yeah, but I think it's important that you have a coach that expects greatness, especially with the talent level that you guys have. You know, it's like, what is going to take to get you guys, you know, to that upper echelon? I mean, you guys have beat really good teams over the years, and last year you had a pretty solid year, but it was, you know, it wasn't a great year, you know, and then with the talent you guys have on your team and the weapons that you've developed, and now having spent years in the pro division to gain that experience, it's good to have somebody, I think, kind of putting the hammer down when it needs to. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, like I said, definitely in the past, when we were in those years without a coach in pro, we have to be probably the first pro team in history to not have a coach for like 2 years. But like I said, when you don't have a coach, like we were still working hard, but you don't really have those like extra motivators like push you or give you guidance or anything. So even though we had a pretty good year last year with what is Todd and Burgess has done in the off season and what they're doing with us in the season right now, we're doing at least, I think, 10 times more work. So if we had a season like we did last year where we played pretty well, doing the amount of work we did then, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen this year.
And then take that second to wrap out, try to get that other guy, because he's just pinned in there and you put a ball on him.
All off season I've been practicing real hard. I'm trying to make this my goal, my career, trying to really be one of the top players in the league one day for sure. So I've been hitting it real hard every week. I haven't missed a single weekend of practice since World Cup pretty much. So, and I think Omaha Vicious is going to come out swinging this year. I really believe it.
Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, the way you guys have had a pretty solid, consistent lineup. I mean, flirted back and forth between champs and challengers last year, going to be in the Champs League again. What did you work on personally, and what are you working on personally to increase your skills out there? What do you think you need to work on?
Personally, I think Omaha Vicious is a great team, but I'm trying to be that firepower for them. I want to try to get up the field, get 2-3 kills, get off the field. They know how to communicate, get to different bunkers. Not that I play individually, but I know how to, and I know how to get up the field and try to get my 2 or 3 kills, and I think that's the best way I can be effective for my team.
Well, I would agree, because you need to have weapons.
Yes.
And between you, Colby, Bortle, I mean, you guys have those those aggressive attackers that I think can combine with, you know, Hooker and Sherman and Parker, and you know, and I really think that they could have a good mix between, you know, that straight overhand right and then that carefully crafted, you know, attack as well too. Yeah, exactly.
Having all parts of the game.
Yeah. And so, do you feel that you're going to be a little bit more snake?
All right, quick update here. Next game coming at you, Seattle Thunder and Houston VCK. However, because we are expecting some weather coming through the Dallas area, we're going to be pushing games as fast as we can through the schedule. So we will be starting this game shortly ahead of schedule, and we'll see you in just a few.